How you doing, everyone? It's Kevin. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be working on building a star. We're going to use this as a template. We're going to be building it out of round bar, 1/4 inch round bar. And this is in my little town that I live next to. They have a little pine tree in the middle of this lot. And I thought it would be nice to build a star and stick on top of there. So let's get to building this star. All right, in this project, it's not going to be a lot of work. We don't really have much to lay out. The star is already here. What we're going to do is we're going to go on the outside of this star with round bar. And then we'll pull this away and we'll have our star. And then we can wrap it in lights and tinsel or whatever we want to do with it. But right now, we're going to be measuring from this piece down. And then we're going to cut some round bar. That looks to be about 7 inches. So we're going to make ours just a little bit bigger. We'll make it 7 1/4. So we're going to need 10 pieces, 7 1/4 inches long. Okay, this is 1/4 inch round bar. We're going to go ahead and start marking this thing down, and then we're going to start cutting them off at 7 1/4. So basically what we'll do is we'll cut one, and we'll use that as a pattern, and we'll just keep cutting them as we go. So we have our 10 pieces of metal that we're going to need. I'm going to go ahead and clean up all the edges. Okay, we have all of our pieces to our star done right here. Now we have our star laying out here. I'm just going to trace this star right on the table. We're going to lay it out. This way we don't have to do a bunch of measurements. It's pretty easy, simple, straightforward. We're going to trace it out onto the board. Now this is going outside, so it ain't gonna be perfect. Of course, nothing we make is perfect, so well, I make. So that gives us a pattern of a star right there on the table. Pretty easy. We didn't have to measure basically nothing but the size of these. Now we're gonna lay these out on the table. We'll lay them out on the table the way we want them here. And we'll start tacking these into place. This is a simple way of building a star for a tree. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect. People are going to see it from a distance. They're not even going to know who built it. So now all we have to do is weld our star together. All right, we have our welder hooked up. I'm going to start from right here, and as long as I keep these bars on that black line, we're going to have a pretty decent star. Now, mind you, this is easy. We're not trying to make anything hard or complicated. We want it easy. So let's get this welded together. Okay, our star is tacked together. Now we can take it over to the vise in one piece, and we could weld the other side and make sure it's cleaned up real nice. We're gonna have us a nice little star. Alright, I think we have our star welded up. I think it looks pretty good. Now we'll just get the grinder out. We'll clean up all the edges, and then we have 2 more pieces to put onto this. Alright, we're going to need some way attaching this star to the tree, and we're going to be using a couple pieces of dowel here, and these are about 2 feet long. Anytime I cut a piece of metal, I want to make sure I clean these edges up good so nobody gets cut on it. That's we don't want somebody to get cut. Okay, we have our star laying out here, and we have our 2 pieces of dowel that we're going to attach to the back of this star. That way we can attach the star to the tree. We need some way of attaching the star to the tree. So we're going to use these 2 guys, and we're going to weld that onto that corner, that on that tip, and then the other one will be welded over here, and we got about 1 inch on each side of this point that we're going to weld it on. Now we're going to have to bend these a little bit so they're straight up and down with the tip of this star and this piece here. So let's get these welded on, then we'll bend them, and then I think we'll have the star almost done. We have that one welded on. Now we need to bend it straight with that piece there. I think we can bend these by hand, no problem. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab us some type of a straight edge. So we'll get an idea of where that thing is going to need bent. It looks like I might have to put a little bit of heat on it if I don't want to bend quite perfect. So let's get some heat. We're going to heat this up a little bit, and then we'll bend it. I think that looks pretty good. So we'll get our other one welded on there just the same way. We'll have to bend it too. Okay, that gives our star something to hook it to the tree with. All right, our star is just about finished. Now what we got to do is we got to get some lights to put on it, and we'll put some tinsel. And that part there, probably let Julie do that. She'd probably be better than me. So, one more step, and then we can go put it up. So I got Julie out here, and she's going to give me a hand wrapping these lights, and we know they're going to be a pain. But there is, how many lights there, Joel? About 120?
Yeah, no, 140.
So we got 140 lights to wrap around this guy, and hopefully we can do it.
Yeah, it's going to take a while.
So we're going to start right here, Joel. I got some floral wire. Floral wire? Am I saying that right?
For, yeah, flower arrangements or something.
Okay. So we're just going to tie this one on, and then we're going to get to wrapping. Now, I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch us wrap every bit of these lights, because they're going to be a pain.
It's going to take a while.
It'll take a long while.
Yeah.
So just get this wrapped in here, and then now we don't have to worry about people seeing the wire. It's so tiny, and then we're going to wrap some tinsel around it.
Yeah.
So then we'll go.
Once we get it going here.
Yeah, I'll just do one in each corner. So it's
kind of pull it a little tighter so we can.
You do it. Okay, we finally got all 140 lights wrapped on this star. Now, and that tie wire is really short.
Yeah, it's.
So now we have some tinsel, and this should be a little bit easier to wrap. And we're going to wrap the whole outside of it, go around this, around it, until this is all gone. I think we should have tried these lights before we put them on.
Hey, we're dumb, but we're not that dumb. We did try them just to make sure. I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
You got more than enough there.
I know, but it's trying to shove it through here. It's kind of tight quarters.
All right. This is what we started out with this morning, and this is what we ended up with. So we made our own little star to put on an outside tree.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready. Do it.
Dun, dun.
Oh, I think it's going to look beautiful on that tree, man.
Yeah.
Really beautiful.
Good job.
Look at that. That's pretty.
Oh yeah, looks good.
That turned out nice. All right, that's our star build. Pretty nice and pretty heavy. So this should last many, many years to come. Don't forget, I just laid it out. You can pick out the size star you want, lay it down, trace it on the board, measure each piece, lay them down on top there and weld them. Pretty simple. Okay, we put our little star on the tree. Got it all plugged in. We'll see if anybody notices tonight. Okay, I would like to tell everyone thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.